What's going on? Into the Gungeon, Gyro Monk here. We are playing some more Paradox because I think the last run was a little bit sad. We accidentally did a glitch chest, which obviously made us lose. Like we found it on the first floor. It was a bad situation, okay? And we decided to go the easy way out and did a gunslinger rainbow run. But you're probably like, I don't care about the last one. Let's talk about this one. I don't know. I don't have anything to start off the conversation with here. What do you? I mean, we can just start with talking about the game. What do we have? Phoenix, and we got Robot's right hand, which is a fantastic primary. Makes me actually wonder why. Let's turn down the game volume just a tiny bit. We tuned it up for Overwatch for some reason. Like, Overwatch's volume is extremely low, and then Enter the Gungeons is super high. I don't know. I don't understand. But yeah, Overwatch has been super fun. My opinions on it have not changed, in case you're wondering. And if anything, I am slightly getting more and more experience with the gyroscopic aim. I know. I get paid like 10 cents every time I mention gyroscopic. That's not true. I would like to. Anybody want to sponsor that? But honestly, like, it's such a satisfying feeling. You'll see whenever I post the highlights for Tracer or for Ash, like whenever I play those two characters for sure, I can feel like it feels like I'm doing better just overall because I'm getting more criticals, just because I can tilt the controller just a tiny bit more upwards, or more towards the center if you're facing Diva, or like I don't know where Hammond's critical is. Like, it doesn't really make sense to me. Like, his whole... He's a hamster. In a hamster ball. I don't understand your physiology, dude. Please. Help it be a little more clear. I don't know. If you guys know how to damage Hammond, I don't know. By all means, let me know in the comments. What other characters have we been playing? Sorry if this becomes like an Overwatch episode. It probably won't be, because I don't know. I guess I can't say that right now. It's pretty much what's been on my mind the last like 3 hours, because I've been streaming. I know, 3-hour stream. That's kind of insane, right? I feel like I haven't felt like streaming for longer than 2 hours for a while. That's how you know this game is great. You know, it's one of those that's just like, all right, one more game. Yeah, one more game, right? Right, guys. It's got that competitive vibe to it, but it's also like it can be played pretty chill if you don't take yourself too seriously. Like, a lot of people at the end of matches, if they lose, they're just like, this guy didn't pull his weight, or, you start blaming other people. It doesn't work. That kind of attitude just doesn't, it doesn't improve your enjoyment of the game to, like, just 100%. I guarantee you it doesn't. Let's see. Yeah, let's go down this way. So I mean, the name kind of like insinuates that I promote peace, and I promote, like, I don't know, not raging at a game with the monk side of it. The Gyro is pretty evident. A lot of people are having issues with my name being Gyro now. And they're like, it's hard to pronounce. I'm like, Omni was pretty hard to announce. It's like a mouthful, dude. I don't know, man. people are gonna take a while to get used to the quote-unquote rebrand. I get what I mean. I guess it's an actual rebrand. I feel like rebrand denotes something more dramatic than what I did. Because like I didn't really change much about myself. Like I took off face cam. I tuned up my voice a little bit. I added the little squiggly to my videos. I mean, like nothing changed of my content except for like maybe focusing on motion control games, which still involve like VR. Ooh, that was close. I feel like I'm gonna get into a VR zone when we get closer to PS5, because the next generation I feel like is gonna be a VR generation, or at least a lot more of one than this current one that we're in. I feel like it's gonna hold on, bullet? No, none of these are good. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more VR heavy, I would say. We didn't even check the shop. That's kind of disrespectful to the shop, to be honest. But that's fine. We got a lot of armor and feeling good about ourselves, you know. I haven't felt that good about a first floor in a while. I mean, I'd prefer if we got like some better weapon, I guess. But yeah. Shade's revolver is fine. Phoenix is fine, and it obviously robot's right hand we've already talked about. So can't complain about any of this. I can complain about getting hit there, because if you noticed, if we did a play-by-play about what just happened here, I slid, and because the sliding motion on the table is not an iframe, we got hit. Ay. Oh, also, hold on. I just realized we put a filter on for Overwatch. I don't know if that helps, actually. I don't know. It's just a little bit brighter. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, the next generation PS4, PS5. Like, the only reason people would upgrade is if it's like a significant quality of life upgrade. So we're talking menus, we're talking save states, you know, like emulators. Like if you can boot up into a game and have it already loaded up to where you were last time, like ready to go, that'd be insane. It might also not be power sensitive. Like they were kind of like talking about that recently, how they need to pay attention to how much energy it actually uses to keep those save files going, like standby saves. I think this is definitely our boss killer, by the way, to talk about Gungeon for a second. Yeah, Shade's revolver is absolutely like it tore up that character. That boss fight. Let's go. Ooh. Wait, do you think it breaks from this side? It probably doesn't break from the ritual room. Yeah, let's go up this way. But yeah, I don't know how excited you are about the PS5. I'm sure like a lot of you guys, I don't know, maybe just got a PS4. And you're like, I don't really want to talk about PS5 because like it's probably gonna be like $500 that we don't have. My thing is like they need I don't know if I've said this enough. They need to utilize motion controls, like gyro controls, please. 10 cents again. Yeah, they need to utilize that because it's just it's something I feel like is necessary for the next level of gaming. Also, if they want people to focus on, okay, here we go. How do we get up there? Oh, the fact that we can do this with the gyroscopic aiming is insane. Okay. I just want 3. I'm so proud of myself. You don't even understand. And we got an amazing weapon out of it. The hexagon is one of my favorites. Are we gonna do, you're probably asking, are we gonna do the rat run? Are we gonna do the you know, the extra bosses, etc, etc? I'm not really feeling it tonight, to be honest. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we're just talking about the PS5. It doesn't have, the main thing it doesn't have is a selling point of, like exclusive games. It's gonna be a lot of PS4 games that are backwards compatible, and you get all the fancy quality of life features you would get on the PS5 itself. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go that route because the user base is massive on PS4. There's no way they're gonna alienate that player base without losing out on a lot of sales. Now, my personal opinion, and I've discussed this with a couple people that are invested in its in these kinds of games. So like SOCOM, if it makes a comeback on PS5 on release, that's gonna sell a lot. Last of Us multiplayer, I feel like if they double down on like little tiny modes that might be exclusive to the PS5, that might be the best way they ensure that I personally get a PS5. I mean, even just the VR stuff is already kind of like selling me a tiny bit. So like they're coming out with a new VR headset, and it's intriguing to me. It depends on, you know, obviously, like I'm not gonna pick that up. It depends on, like, you know, funds that I have, etc, etc. We'll see how much disposable income is available upon release of the PS5 and also this VR headset. We're gonna make sure we grab the chests. Honestly, we have 3 keys. Let's not squander the opportunity. Also, we have the hexagon. We have nothing to worry about in terms of enemies. Maybe the lead maiden. Like level 2 is easy peasy. Once we get to 3 and beyond, that's when we have to be a little bit more, you know, a little careful. I'm 100% glad we came back for this because the orange is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. There we go. Also, there's another thing that I haven't been trying on the PS4 as much as I should, especially with a couple games like Monster Hunter or like Rad that I've been wanting to play, is that the remote play feature syncs up with the new added feature of being able to tether your iPhone with a PS4 controller. So like just through regular Bluetooth, you can use PS4 remote play. That's another boss killer, dude. Wow. We have an insane amount of luck this run. Now, don't you go say that I'm like getting carried by my guns. I'm gonna, you know, still play my best. We master rounded both of the bosses. So, all right, let's do this thing. Okay. Yeah, as far as like roguelites, like Rad, I really wish Double Fine paid attention to other roguelikes a little bit more when they made Rad. Everyone that I talked to, just like, there wasn't much variety. It didn't reward you enough, like right off the bat. Like roguelites are supposed to be in your face difficult right off the bat. But once you learn like the basic mechanics of the game, it's like, oh, okay, I can make it through the first couple levels, and then it's very rewarding because every run feels a little bit different. You start getting some favorite guns, and then by the end of it, you're just like casually strolling through the whole game while talking about PS5. You know, that's essentially the idea of these kinds of games. Like, that's how I'm planning to be playing Overwatch at some point. Like, hopefully, I've been trying to convince some of my friends to get the game. Just because I want a little bit more banter on the streams. Like, obviously, like talking to chat's fine. Like, more than fine. You know, I'm appreciative that there's somebody there to talk to. Because if I'm just talking about the game, like, I'd probably kind of go insane. Not to rhyme, but it's what's in my brain. Sorry. Oh, no. So we'll see. We'll see about that. I feel like those are going to be much better streams if we, I mean, not even like every single stream. It's just, you know, playing with people that, like, I actually really like playing with people on the stream, because then there's some interaction there as well. You know, you get your GGs at the end of the game and stuff like that. But the main thing I'm missing is like just constant chatter, and not like, you know, where we don't take a break whatsoever with our verbiage, with our banter. Obviously, you want to, like, if you're in the last couple seconds and you're defending a point, you want to have some general gaming conversation, sure. But, like, you know, just a little something to break the tension sometimes, you know. What did I bring up? I feel like I brought up some topic of conversation today on the stream. I think I was talking about, like I was wondering how everyone's Saturdays went. Yep, this is telling of when this was recorded. Wait, wasn't Saturday yesterday? Yep. 0 backlog. Yeah. Yep. It's I blame Overwatch. We've been playing so much of it and focusing a lot of our efforts on it. Also Link's Awakening. There's a lot of those recorded. It's gonna be taking a Skyward Sword spot for a little bit on daily uploads. Yeah, we need to record some more Skyward Sword. That also rhymes. Wow, look at that. I like rhyming words. I was talking about Beowulf, or at least I mentioned Beowulf in a Link's Awakening episode, and I was like it's such a good way of keeping a memory of a specific thing. It's just literally just through rhyming. Just put it in song format. People remember it. My baby don't mess around, cause okay, that's a pretty bad example because we messed up like a couple seconds through. But you know, like, I got the first couple words. I feel like that's already quite a bit. Like, there was I might be dating myself here. There was a Switchfoot song that came out from their one album from like 2004, the one with stars. And it wasn't stars, because I probably know every single one of the words for that song specifically. But it was it's called Golden. And I'm like, how do I know every single word of this song? And it's like, I haven't heard this in years. It's something like magical about that, I feel like. Like, you hear the notes, you hear the, you know, just everything about it. Like, it's just insane. And I'm not really bragging about my memory. My memory is honestly like not that great. It's very selective. It's extremely selective. But when it comes to lyrics, it's just like, oh wow. I think it also has to be paired with the music itself. Like if you asked me to quote it right now, I don't know. I don't know. And is that weird? Is that supposed to be weird that you can't quote the song unless it's in song form? I don't know, dude. It just it strikes me as like some magical human power. Okay, so there's the key we were looking for. All right, let's just get out of here. And I guess you could call skills and roguelites kind of the same. There's not really anything that I could call back to from 2004 when it comes to roguelikes. But like you learn that language. You know, this is technically like a bullet hell language. Excuse my French, bullet heck. But like I could take all of these skills to any game that requires, you know, twin stick dodging. But also, if I stop playing this game like I did like the past 2 months until I started recording these videos again, if I stop playing, I don't really lose that that part of my brain that knows how to play this. You know, it deteriorates a tiny bit, but then, you know, like after a couple of runs, it's just like, hey, you're going 20 miles an hour down the road on the bicycle, on the old Schwinn. I can't afford a Schwinn, are you kidding me? Okay, we're doing okay. I feel like we're holding on to the orange a little bit too long, but we haven't found any active to like really take over it. And also, maybe we actually run into some trouble. God forbid. Okay, let's just use the gamma ray. Poison everything in sight. Yo, thank you, payday mascot person. Okay, all right, we're not okay. We're not okay. We're okay. We gonna be all right. All my life, had to fight. I don't know why that song is in my brain. Kendrick Lamar is. I'm sad that like people, whenever people mention Kendrick, they put him up there with the greats, with the likes of Kanye. I hear that all the time, and I get it. Like Kanye kind of like had his own style before, like he like brought it like Eminem did. You know, he had his own version of the rap flow. You know, that a lot of people started copying. You know, I actually really like Kanye's flow because it's like it's an off rhythm, like, you know, like toying around with the beat, like you're an extra percussion instrument, which is essentially what rap is supposed to be. Like the words are supposed to get like hit you like an offbeat drum, you know. It's offbeat, but it still makes sense with the music. Like that's real. Like that's actually really good artistry. But he's also kind of crazy. And I know that's like a norm for celebrities. You know, it's an easy way to get noticed by the press, get free advertisement for your albums, etc., etc. I get it. I hate it. It's a game that I never hoped. I hope I never have to play, even though these are fields that I'm like interested in being in, like music and like whatever, influencer, gaming, content creator, etc., etc. You know, that's something that it's an occupational hazard for me, or an occupational direction that can happen. I like how I'm calling this an occupation. I mean, when I describe it to people and how much is actually put into like streaming and recording and putting thumbnails and etc, editing, if you can call it that, whatever happens with my Overwatch stuff. I mean, I'm doing those for every single stream. Like, if it pauses for 10 seconds mid-video, you know, do that little double tap, you're good. Yeah, I understand the frustration though. The first time I watched the video and I saw that, I'm like, did it freeze? Is it buffering? Ah, crap. It's not. Well, I know a couple ways to avoid it, but it's gonna be tough. But yeah, so whenever I describe all these things to people, they're immediately like, how do you do that while having a full-time job? Like, it's kind of like a passion project, you know? If it's something you care about, if it's something you enjoy doing, then it's like, you know, you place it in the same box as your hobbies, and it's not as taxing on you, I would say. Okay. I don't know. I got a little mind flooded there. We're not gonna flawless this, but that's fine. I think the stinger is the only way to keep on doing damage here. I called this a boss killing weapon, and I take back those words. This thing doesn't kill bosses until it has like some sort of synergy. It's extremely slow to reload, and the bees aren't doing as much damage as I think, as I thought they did. Yeah, it's our best weapon though, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, down to 2. And then we're down to 1. And we are just about, oh my goodness. Yeah, you just won't die. We're out of ammo with every single gun. We need to hit up the shop. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. A fire. I hate that word, fire. It's like, it's one of those words in the English dictionary that I'm just like really weak to. You know? Like, it's very effective to my tongue. You don't know this about me probably, but like when I was 5 or 6 years old, I went to phonics classes in 1st grade, and I just I don't know, it was one of those things that I really took to heart, to try to make sure I didn't sound different. And I think I still do it. It still affects me in some sort of way. You know what? You want to know how I know? Because I'm talking about it right now. Like if I didn't mention it, then it probably isn't on my mind. Okay. But it's not really a thing that you should go, oh, I feel bad for you. It's a thing where you should be like, okay, that's cool. But you probably like shouldn't care that much about what you sound like. You're fine. You pronounce words fine. But then you listen to the people that I'm like aspiring to like create content like, and then they have this amazing diction. They have the pronunciations perfect, and they can make the accents swap whenever on command, and do the Irish accent. You know, that might be something that I can just like practice. And then maybe you guys will be like, oh wow, you're getting good at that accent. Probably not. Very unlikely is basically where I'm sitting here. But you know, maybe you don't have to do those accents. You don't have to do like a voice actor's rendition of. Why is my controller like haunted? Might have to turn off Rumble. I think there's something to do with Rumble. Shadow bullets. Ooh. Also, let's get rid of a couple guns here. The Stinger is bad. And then the Gamma Ray is also bad. So let's see if we can get something better. But yeah, if you're still here, you know, 30 minutes in here, and I mean, I try to explain to people that this is supposed to be like a podcast. So like, I mean, podcasts are like 1 hour to 2 hours long sometimes. You know, maybe this is like a shorter podcast. Honestly, the people that I watch that do a similar thing like this, I wish they did longer episodes. I miss when they used to do Enter the Gungeon episodes. You know, it's like it's a nice relaxing game to watch and listen to the music and just figure out their strategies while they're going. You know, lots of conversation going on. We're making it to level 5 though, so we're gonna wrap up. But this is probably still gonna take like 10 more minutes in case you're on a time limit. But yeah, been enjoying my weekend so far. Hope you have been as well. Yeah, I mean, just going back full swing into streams. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I'll be honest. The first couple of weeks were a little bit dodgy. You know, I anticipated that, so I was like, all right, we're gonna see if this works out. Play some Link's Awakening, do some Enter the Gungeon, see if like it catches a little bit. See if like my old community cares about that, or if they're just gonna be like, I don't feel like watching that. Or see if like there's something there with in terms of like, you know, getting new people in. Just a mixture of those two things is what I was looking for. Seeing if people cared about the stream still, you know, seeing if, or like who cared about the stream still. And then that sounds bad, but like it's a realistic angle, you know. I couldn't tell what that was, honestly. But I'm happy that I did it because we found the secret room. Ooh, a sawed-off. But yeah, it's not like you know, they don't watch my stream anymore. Yeah, I'm mad at them. No, it's not that at all. It's just trying to gauge where I'm supposed to point my attention towards, you know. Like if I still had my typical like 10 people that really wanted to watch, you know, whatever I played, you know, Dicey Dungeons, etc., etc., you know, we could have stuck with that. You know, that would have been something fine for me, and you know, we could have done that. But like now that I've I mean, I was anticipating Overwatch being like my go-to game for a while. Now that we have that, you know, like getting at least a follow per stream, that's pretty nice, at least to start off with. I know that's not gonna last. Overwatch is a brand new game on the Switch, so it's a very niche audience. I personally can't find anybody else that's streaming on the Switch exclusively, so so that's basically what I'm aiming for, is people looking for those streams. But yeah, it's just a logistical thing I had to take inventory of my own attention I'm like, okay, if I want to play other games, like let's put that where it makes sense, which is here. You're watching it. You know, I've got a lot of real life friends that want to see what I'm up to in terms of like playing games. We should have kept that orange, by the way. We're now super low on health, and I need to look for the vending machine that gives me my hearts back. Is there one in here? Yeah, we got a couple saved for laters. I'm not sure if it's the sawed off. It probably is. We're playing a little bit recklessly. Okay. Well. Let's just play a little bit more carefully now. Oh, come on. Three shots for that guy? Okay. Oh, sorry, I had to focus in for a second. What were we talking about? Streams? A little bit of real talk from the stream perspective. I know a lot of people like that are kind of like, I guess you could call them die-hard like, I hate to use even just the word fans, but like people who like to watch my stuff. They're usually like, I don't care what you play. So when I put Overwatch in front of their face on streams every day, yeah, that's when I test that, right? And see if you stick around. I don't know. It's kind of a sad way to put it, I guess. Also, where the heck is my vending machine that gives me my hearts? Is that like right? That's not right before the boss. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so 3 blanks, 3 hearts. And a dream. Don't forget the dream part. Whew. We gotta make this somehow interesting, right? For the crowd. Alright, focus on the dodging. Well, a little less interesting if you just blank it. Alright, that gun sucks. Alright, Rattler's not doing that great either. What do we do here? Maybe Hex? Boom. Okay, yeah, nothing's working, to be honest. I thought we had a better run than this. Give me a second. Okay. Alright, I'm good. Ooh. First hit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nope. We popped the rocket. Oh, snap. He made us pay for that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I really did think that we had much better weapons than this. So, excuse the sweat. The sweat drop that is coming from my forehead right now. It's legit. I feel like I'm shooting with a pea shooter. Maybe the Colt will do better. The Colt is doing better. I like it. That's like a supernatural gun. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna blank that one. That was a dangerous one. The Colt is not doing better. I just looked. Mahogany? Mahogany is surprisingly doing some work here. We're gonna blank. We're not gonna blank. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Oh. Please, please clear. Please clear. No, we were almost in the clear. Well, can't win them all. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hit that like button if you did. Hit that sub button if you want. Hit that sub button. Hit that sub button if you want to watch future episodes. But yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching. See ya.